everyone, how's it going? Quick channel update for you here. Now, bear in mind my nose is really stuffy, so I'm going to sound like a goddamn nerd. Way more than I do normally. Now, let's get to this real quick. Going forward, I am going to be editing the streams. Okay, let me take a moment just to interrupt myself here. What I meant to mention, but I didn't, is that the main reason I'm going to be editing the streams going forward is because I'm going to mostly do away with pre-recorded stuff. Doesn't mean it won't happen, but it's going to be much rarer. So when I finish Final Fantasy VIII, it's not going to be replaced by Final Fantasy IX recorded, it's going to be replaced by Final Fantasy IX streamed. But, again, it's still going to be very edited, so it should be just as good, I hope. I don't know. It depends. Some people just hate streams, some people love it. It depends on the person. But yes, I'm for the most part going to do away with pre-recorded stuff. For now, Morrowind is going to stick to that format because that is the format in which we started with. But yes, when Morrowind is eventually done, Skyrim, which is replacing it, will be streamed. Alright, you can carry on, Jason. Significantly, not just editing them, period, but like a lot. So for example, a 3-hour stream might turn into an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours of footage. It depends how much I have to cut, depends what game I'm playing. But I am planning on cutting them down significantly. Certain streams where I'm replaying through a game like Dark Souls will just go up as the sort of short 3 to 4 minute highlights. Because you've already seen me play that game. Something like Salt and Sanctuary, for example, which I've been playing, and by the way, it's awesome. Even if it wasn't like Dark Souls, that game is really good. For example, Salt and Sanctuary, because it's my first playthrough, I'm not going to cut it down to, you know, like a 3-4 minute clip, highlight thing of, you know, a 3-hour stream or an hour or whatever. It's still going to be significantly cut down, though. A lot of the backtracking, me getting lost, me interacting with the chat, all of that is going to get cut. It's going to take a lot of work for me to do that much editing, but I think it will be worth it to raise the quality of my footage. Right, so also, I should probably point out, when I do upload an edited version of a stream, I will also have an unlisted YouTube link in the description so that you can watch the uncut version of the stream for people that just want the pure experience. It will be there. But, like I say, it will be unlisted. What that means is, if you click on the link, you can get to that video. But if you don't, you won't know it exists. So if you want to see the uncut version of a stream, you'll have to go on the highlighted, you know, cut, edited version of the stream, and then click the link in the description. That way I don't flood people's inboxes with 2 versions of every single stream. But equally, the uncut version will still be there for people that want to watch the whole thing, but can't do it on Twitch for whatever reason. So hopefully that will appease people. Now, we have maybe 1 or 2 episodes left of Final Fantasy VIII. Around that anyway. I don't know exactly how much, but we are very, 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 very close to the end of the game. I just got to win a bunch of cards, take on Omega Weapon, which is the hardest optional boss in the game, and then basically finish up the final boss area, including the final boss. So I'm predicting 1, probably 2 episodes. And Final Fantasy VIII, no, not Final Fantasy VIII, rather Morrowind is... I mean, I think we're close to the end of the main quest of Morrowind, but we still have to do the DLCs and blah blah blah, so I don't think Morrowind's that close to being finished, but we're a ways into it. When I finish Morrowind, yes, I will be doing Skyrim. I have already done a bunch of Skyrim mods. If you haven't seen them, you can go check them out in the playlists on my channel. But this is going to be me playing the regular game, but with a shit ton of mods. I'm going to still keep it Skyrim themed. I don't want, you know, laser pistols and shit, but I want it to be a very different experience from the base game. So yeah, it's going to require a lot of modding and a lot of work, and again, that will be coming after Morrowind. So, when Final Fantasy VIII finishes, I want to jump into Final Fantasy IX. Now, here is my plan. Currently, I stream 5 days a week. The plan is for 3 of those to be with Kirsty, doing Dark Souls 3 or 1 or whatever we happen to be playing together. I don't know, fucking Rocket League or Chivalry or something. Whatever we're doing. The other 2 streams per week will be solo streams, around 3 hours each time. And for the moment, they're going to be Salt and Sanctuary, because, you know, that game's new. I can probably finish it fairly quickly, because we've already beaten quite a number of bosses in 2 streams. And again, I really like that game so far. When I finish Salt and Sanctuary, the solo streams will go to probably 1 per week, being Final Fantasy IX, and 1 per week being Fallout 4, because I want to finish up the main quest there, because we are very close to doing so, and then when we finish the Fallout 4 main quest, I want to jump into the Far Harbor DLC, because it looks fucking awesome. There are giant hermit crabs, okay, using trucks and shit as their shell. And there are like giant praying mantises, which are kind of like death claws. They're deadly and look all... Dude, the DLC looks amazing. So, gonna finish the Fallout 4 main story, then play the Far Harbor DLC. When we finish the Far Harbor DLC, I'm gonna be going back to another game that I haven't finished yet, and I've been meaning to, The Witcher 3. Now, A little bit different from Fallout 4, I'm not going to be carrying from where I left off. I'm actually going to be jumping straight back into the game from the very beginning. I know some people aren't going to be down with that, but, you know, live with it, I guess. If you want to skip the first few episodes until we get back to where we were, you can. It's really up to you. So, I will be buying the expansion pass for that as well, so I'll have all the DLC, including Blood and Wine, blah blah blah. But I'm not in any rush to get to those DLCs, I will just play them as and when they come along. So that's the plan. Basically, finish Salt and Sanctuary. When Final Fantasy VIII finishes, one stream a week or thereabouts, be Final Fantasy IX, one stream a week or thereabouts, be the Fallout 4 main quest until we finish that, then do the Far Harbor DLC for Fallout 4, and then jump into The Witcher 3 right from the beginning of the game with all of the DLC, because that game is genuinely one of the best RPGs released in a very long time, and I want to experience all of it, and it deserves to be finished. It's long as shit. Too long in my opinion. I don't think games should be 200 fucking hours, but the game's good enough that I'm willing to give it that time. There aren't many games that I can say that for. I ain't doing that for Fallout 4. I'm going to finish the main quest and jump into the DLC, and then, you know, here and there we might do, you know, really cool optional quests in the main game that people want to suggest. So that's a plan. Finish Salt and Sanctuary, half a week, as in one stream a week is going to be Final Fantasy IX, one stream a week is going to be Fallout 4 main quest, and the Far Harbor DLC, then Witcher 3 from the very beginning. And again, the streams are going to be edited a lot. Not just edited, like, cut down a lot. For example, backtracking, interacting with the chats, getting lost, blah blah blah, or just bits that I deem really aren't that interesting. On a first playthrough, it's going to be not half as cut down as it will be if I'm going through a game for a second time, like Dark Souls 3 for example. It will be just highlights, you know, like the 3 to 4 minute videos that I've been doing for me and Kirsty playing Dark Souls 3. But anything else, if it's a first playthrough, it will be cut down a lot, but not, you know, that ridiculous extent. And again, there will be an unlisted video in the description for anyone that wants to watch that. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you for watching. All my links are in the description. Everything is MrAndersonLP. Go follow me on Twitter, and go follow me on Twitch. Good night, everybody, and goodbye!